Hey guys, Cheesy Boof here with another addition to the Quick Look series. This time is actually going to be some more Playmates figures. And that's going to be the new line of Ninja Turtles figures for the upcoming movies. And even though they still have the weird zombie noses, it was kind of hard to not pick them up. So I went ahead and at least only bought the 4 turtles. So even though they'll stay in the packages and just sit there on a shelf and that kind of stuff for a good amount of time, I felt just in case it'd be bad not to pick them up, even though I don't get Splinter and Shredder and April O'Neil and the Foot Soldiers, because a lot of the human figures look 10 times worse than they made the actual Turtles figures look like. So let's go ahead and show off the crazy zombie noses for you guys there. I think Donatello actually looks the best out of the bunch of the figures, which is surprising. They made him super lanky though, almost made it look like a methed out turtle. You can see the side of his shells. Like, Donnie, you really need to eat and step away from the computers and the tech. So he's got very brittle legs. I mean, look how tiny those things are. Poor Donnie. It makes him look like he's like Splinter's body type, but of course we know Splinter can kick a lot of ass. You can see he's got the actual purple on most of the sides and different armbands and stuff like that in place. His bow staff, which makes it look a little bit technical. He's got the Splinter Cell night vision goggles, a little area to keep the bow staff in the back there, all sorts of different Batman utility belt kind of things. And that's Donnie. You can see he's even got glasses underneath, and they made it like super nerd style glasses. Like, oh look, stereotypical nerd, I taped my glasses together because I broke them because my eyes are a little further apart because I'm a turtle. Which at least makes sense in that kind of fashion. And of course you can see there's the entire set, series 1 of the figures, and they do have a Raphael in disguise that I've seen as well, so I'm not sure if it's just that one's hidden, if it's an extra figure, but I've even seen that in Walmart even though the package was completely ripped open. And Raphael, they definitely tried to go for more of the Next Mutation look to him. You can see he's got that zombie nose underneath, or that Shrek nose as a lot of people like to say, but he's got a complete bandana. So it looks like Iron Fist, not Luke Cage. It's silly me. But Raph is of course the beefiest of the turtles. You can tell that's all he does is train and work out. He's definitely a bro when it comes to turtles. All the bandages on his arms. He does have red bands on the side there. So on his left bicep and basically above his knees on his pants, he's got some ripped together. It looks like he stole 20 homeless guys' belts and put them together. I don't know why. But there's Raph. All they had to do is take out the noses, and I mean, it makes them look 10 times better, but who am I to judge since it hasn't come out yet? The feet looks cool. The rest of the bodies look decent, and I mean, that's honestly my only bad part about all of that. But Raph comes with this size, and they made him wide enough, of course, that you can fit in between each of the fingers, it looks like, so you can hold them like a proper sai, and not just like, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Raphael holds them in the hand, so you can have different ways to do all that kind of stuff. Leonardo, they made with a giant neck, almost makes it look like he's a green version of the aliens from Avatar. He doesn't have a giant tail like Jake Sully, but that's just the way they made him. He's got a few little shoulder pads which look kind of cool, different belt and straps, and underneath it looks like he's got some kind of a metal bar pipe plating across his chest, which is kind of cool. He's got blue samurai plating, it looks like, on the pants, and then more samurai-esque shoes, possibly. He does have his katanas, and each of those are only in gray, so they didn't want to differentiate or give any kind of color to his accessories. And you can see in his background there, you can strap that on so that he can actually put his swords on his shell. And of course, what would this be if we didn't get a close-up of the zombie noses? If you put the lighting right there, it almost makes it look like he's got a butt for a head. So, I don't know what they were thinking when they wanted to make the figures that way, but the rest of them, I mean, they look decent, but it honestly looks like Playmates does not care as much with any of their movie figures as they do the normal Ninja Turtle figures for the, of course, 80s series, the 2003 version, and the newest Nickelodeon cartoon, which they have done an amazing job with the figures so far. But this and the Ninja Turtles movie from 2008 with like Michelangelo with the Taco Bell Chihuahua eyes didn't make any sense. They looked a lot better in the movie, but these are honestly a toss-up because they look that bad from the previews. And so you can see right here, here is a hippie version of Michelangelo. Awesome guy. He's got like little puka shell necklace, and he's got the Saved by the Bell sweater tie around his pants there. He's wearing some actual shoes, which is kind of cool. Like, you know, it almost looks like skater shoes or sneakers, and they've ripped holes for his feet. So definitely clever thinking in that kind of sense. His nunchucks look a little bit weird because they're only one yellow color with a string, so we'll see how they actually go in the movie since it's not chains. But there you can see him all stretched out, and there you go. There's that zombie nose and his gigantic human lips. So we'll really have to see how they do in the movie, and I'm still gonna be there the first day. The gloves look really awesome with little actual Naruto headband things on each side, which is kind of cool. But that is Series 1 when it comes to all the Ninja Turtle figures that are coming out for the movie. I didn't want to get Megan Fox or Splinter with balls on his head and crappy Transformer Shredder, but you know, I figured I'd at least have to buy them even if I'm slightly complaining or any of that kind of fashion, because hey, I'm still going to be there day one at the movie theater, and I'll be giving them at least the money for the ticket, and I guess we'll see how it goes from there. But that's it for this time. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later.